Hello, hi there. Who have we got there? Have we got someone from this session before? Hello, welcome. So sorry for the delay. It's a bit tricky to change between one session to the other one. See if you can give me a comment there so that I know who's in there. And we'll get started in a second. I'm just going to wait a couple more minutes to see if someone else wants to join us. I'm going to get a sip of water. By the way, guys, if you haven't, wash your hands because we're probably going to be touching everything, sometimes faces. So it's, I forget to say it in every session, but it'd be really advisable if you could do it before every session. And for those of you who don't know me, I'm Alba. This series of live sessions are here for you guys to be able to move and to spend this time together. And yeah, hopefully be able to feel much better and be in healthier bodies and healthier minds. This session that I'm going to do now is a bit of a mixture of relaxation and a little bit of stretching. We might do a little bit of meditation, depends on the day really. And for next week, I'm going to be putting this schedule for you guys on the channel. So read the description there so you can check it out and you can know what's going on. And that should be it. And I think I might get started because I've got one person there, but I'm not sure who it is. If you want, you can say hi over there. Otherwise, we'll just get started. Cool. So, we're going to start with a bit of stretching, just generally moving the body, because I don't know if you're coming from you're warm or not. We're just going to start in parallel here and slightly softening the knees. Now I'm going to interlace my fingers in my hand to bring them forward, and I'm going to have them in my back, and from there, I'm just going to start to send them up to the ceiling and softening the knees there. And I'm going to really release that head there. Good. So imagining the cervicals really getting loose and letting those hands stretch nice and far towards that window, in my case, towards the front. Good. And from there, I'm going to release the arms down. Let them be loose. And keep the skull super heavy. And you're going to have your hands, your fingers in your skull. You're going to start to massage the back of your neck. So really getting in there with your hands. Good. So making those fingers, really getting those tensions around the back of the neck and the top of the skull. And I'm going to release those arms again. Softening those knees, bringing the weight a little bit more forwards, and I really feel the weight on my feet and my hips. I'm going to start to imagine I'm sending water from the lower back down to my feet to start to roll all the way back up, vertebrae per vertebrae. And I'm going to go down again. So heavy skull, let the skull get heavy. Drop and hollow your heart. And really softening feet so that I'm making them super heavy all the way down. Great. And down there, and I keep my feet heavy and send the sacrum down to go up from the pubic bone. Now last one, inhale, heavy chest. Very good. And going down. Yes, nice and heavy. And from there, I'm going to start to open my feet a little bit to the side. And I'm going to stay here so that you can see me better. And from there, all I'm going to do is I'm going to go towards one of the sides, keeping the other leg nice and long. Now, if this is too much, I can also be up here with one leg straight, the other bent, and my hands are going to be here. And I stay in that stretch in the same place. So wherever you are, breathing into it and allowing that stretch to deepen a little bit more and letting that groin articulate so that it's getting softer and softer and softer. Yeah, just like the muscle is melting. Good. And from there, we're going to press on the feet, both feet, to move our way down to the other side. Again, you can be high in your position, and that's totally fine. Or you can go here if it's more comfortable for you. I'm just breathing into that stretch. Very, 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 very nice. Good. Nice, relaxing the groin. Okay, now I'm going to start to do a little bit of an opening. So this is going to be like a frog. Now, if you've got a wall will be amazing. I'm going to do it pretending I've got a wall. So this is going to be my wall. But you guys can do it on a wall because it's going to be better. I just think you're going to be able to see me worse. So my feet are standing on the wall and I'm just sending my bum back towards the wall and staying here. Now, if my bum is higher, there's no problem. But I'm going to just release as much as I can. And if this is quite comfy, you can even put your head down to the floor. Now, the most important thing is that you let the groin relax as much as possible. Good, and we're going to start with that relaxation. And in a second, we're going to bring a little bit of contraction and action in the muscle. It's always important to make the muscle activate as we stretch, because sometimes we can get a lot of passive range, but it's not supported by any muscle, and it can create problems long term if it doesn't have a muscle to support it. So from there, what I'm going to do is I'm going to, during 20 seconds, squeeze my inner thighs together. So I'm going to lift my bum a little bit as if I want to bring my two kneecaps together. And I lift my bum and I stay there for 20 seconds. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14. Keep your stomach light. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release down again. Just let it melt, like jelly down. Good. And we're gonna do just 2 more contractions of those. It's very important to get that. Now make sure you're not overarching and over letting your lower back to collapse. So I'm always having that feeling of bringing my thighs slightly together. And again, we're going to go in 10 this time. So squeeze it, inner thighs together, contracting for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Yes, now if you feel like you're a bit more comfy, you can even drop your head down to the floor and stay there for a second. Nice, beautiful stretch, relaxing those groins, letting those hips open. Cool, last breath. Okay, and now I'm just gonna slide my knees backwards and I'm gonna put my feet together. And all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stay a little bit there, just letting the feet hang. So in that stretch, I can either be here or just here, whatever you prefer. But just keeping the feet together. And if you want to give them a little bit of a bounce, you can also do that. Good. It's just letting that, rotation open a bit. Cool. Nice. And in a second, we'll work in the opposite, because we tend to sometimes, especially dancers, we work a lot on the external rotation and then we forget. We also have internal rotation. So we're going to do a bit of internal. So now my knees are together and I'm doing the opposite. So letting the knees drop down to the side. On this occasion, I think it's better if you're lying down. Just trying to relax the feet as much as possible and just letting the knees drop towards the side. Good. Breathing into it. Perfect. Yeah, and really letting the weight help you as much as possible. Trying to soften those resistances in the body. Okay, wonderful. Knees back to center, and let's go up here. Okay, so let's just do a little bit of glute stretch. So we're gonna have, hello, we've got someone else there. Hi, welcome. If you want to say something, say hello over there so I know who's there. So this foot is crossed this time, a little bit on top of the other one. And I'm just gonna start, oh, we've got 3. Hello there. Good, so let's go forward. So we're gonna open the groin there and just relax the head to really curl yourself forward. Nice. Staying in that stretch, making it deepen as much as you can. Great. And breathing to come back up again. Great. And again. Good. Coming forward. Remembering there is like a bubble of air between your groin, between your thigh and your belly, and that bubble cannot be broken. So you need to keep that space open so your back can have space. Beautiful. And up. Great. Now I'm going to cross this leg on top, bring this one this way, and I'm going to start to do a little bit of a torsion. So my hand, my elbow is on my right knee, my left elbow, and I'm putting my other hand back and starting to twist. Yeah, it's like a little bit like a ringing towel. So I'm trying to keep my shoulders engaged and try to send my nipples towards the back. So it doesn't just happen from the shoulders, it happens from my whole torso, whole chest, twisting as a towel that's ringing. Good, getting the maximum of that torsion and exhaling, letting that twist deepen in. Okay, and let's go the other side. So we have left leg on top this time. And we're just gonna let the head drop. We can keep one hand here and the other one here, for example, or 2 palms and then elbows open, whatever you prefer. And we're gonna go forward again. Very good. And coming all the way up. Great. And 2 more. Remember the bubble, you don't want to pop. Beautiful work. And the last one. Yes, great. Now let's cross this foot on top. This one stays in, and again, same idea. I've got a nice Madonna bra and I'm twisting it. So look at the difference for a second. If I just move my shoulders, this is really not following me. And I want the opposite. So my shoulders are in the same place and I try to twist my chest. So it's very internal. It just feels like I'm really letting all those fibers ring. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Let your waist narrow with your exhale and drop your chest to connect it with your pubic bone. Inhale. Exhale. Wonderful. 2 more. Inhale. And every time you breathe out, you're deepening the torsion a little bit more. So you get it farther. Hello, Bimbo. Good. And yes, back to center. Very good. Okay, now let's do a little bit of arm stretches. Okay, so I'm just gonna grab, you can either grab a chair or anything you can sit on. I'm just gonna stay on the floor. So if you're comfy on the floor, you can, for example, just get a cushion, something you can sit on. That should be enough. And we're just gonna have one hand up here. And I'm gonna pull it and have my thumb towards the back. So if I'm like this, you're gonna see me better. This hand is like this. My fingers are through the front of my elbow, and this thumb is just pressing my forearm down a little bit. Good, and I try to drop the arm bone into the socket. Great, stay in that position for a couple of breaths. Inhaling Exhaling, drop the chest. Good, inhaling. And last one, great. Now all the arm. So we change. Very good, we're inhaling, letting the arm bone drop again. Exhaling, beautiful. Last one. Good, perfect. And from there, I'm just gonna start to have my elbows together, and I'm gonna try to take my palms out. Good. And then I'm gonna bring them in again. So I'm having both arms like a tray, and I'm gonna try to pull them apart. It's kind of weird, isn't it? And back to center, yeah. And again, so trying to keep my shoulders as in the socket as I can. And I'm just gonna open the tray. Great, and back. Now my hands are on the back of my waist. My shoulders are nice and engaged. And I'm trying to pull the elbows forward. And I am gonna bring them back again. You feel the stretch going there. You can even interlace your hands back if you prefer. I'm pulling the elbows in, trying to keep the collarbone rotated backwards. And back. Now 2 more. Bimbo, it's not time to eat yet. Good. Last one. Perfect. Now. Yeah. You want to participate? Good. And from there, let's just do. We're just. There's no way no one can focus with this. And let's go up, okay? So we're just gonna leave the cushion wherever it is. I don't need it anymore, and I'm just gonna have nice long legs here. Now I'm gonna bend the front leg, and I'm gonna have the other one nice and straight, trying to reach my quad away from me, and I'm gonna imagine I'm picking up the back of my hip. So I stay there. Now, if I want to deepen in the stretch a little bit more, I can stay nice and grounded on my foot and start to lift both arms up to the ceiling, imagining the pubic bone is lifting up towards the sky. And I stay there, and I'm gonna bend that front leg again and lift it again. So I'm pressing on the whole sole to go a little bit forward. Keep reaching the front of your thigh towards your foot in the left, and then the right hip is nice and connected. 2 more. So it's like a little bit of a plank. Try not to do too much extension for now. Last one. Okay, and let's go the other way around. I like this one. And again, so you're thinking, do you remember the other day I was saying, it's like there is a block here. So I'm really trying to create that resistance in the back of my leg. And again, I'm gonna go down, bending legs, and up. If this is too much, have hands here or on the wall. And again, bend front, and coming back. Remember the resistance in the back of your hip, in the back foot. Good. Last one. Now I'm going to bring both hands to the floor and feet go back into your downward dog. Good. And I'm just going to start to open and start to use my hands for real. Imagining you're spreading your hands apart, creating space in your shoulders, sending your pubic bone back as my heart melts and connects with my pubic bone. Good. And from there, I'm just going to lift one leg up. So if this is too much, what you're going to do is you're just going to start to do this 1 and the 2 and the 3, okay? And then the rest of you, if this is comfy, you can lift one leg up and try to open the groin a little bit there. And then go back to center. Good. And come back. Now the rest of you might be doing just your up and down with the heels, okay? Now those of you who want to lift the leg up, you lift it up, and then you really twist the hip up to the ceiling a little bit to rotate it, open the groin. We go back to center. Good, we're gonna do 2 more on each side. So those of you who are still doing, Opening and widening the shoulders. Those of you who want to pick up the leg, you pick it up. Open the hip up to the ceiling. Very good. Twist without losing your hands. Back to center. Change the foot. Yes, and resist. Those of you who are picking up heels, because we're almost there. Lift the leg. Open the groin. Twisting a bit. Back to center. Good. Give me some shoulders. And open the legs a bit wider for me. And you're going to walk with your hands to bend your knees and try to stay a little bit in this position. Now I'm going to stay forward so you can see me. Now, if this is too much, you can also go a little bit higher. So you're just going to be here. You can put your hands here to hold yourself. If this is all right, you're just going to stay there for a second, trying to pull your elbows apart and stay there nice and soft in the ankles. And I want you to give your attention to the ankles for a second. So all you're going to do is you're going to put all the attention in here and you're going to feel them. See if they're a bit stiff. And you're going to start to just swing back and forward a little bit. See if maybe they are too open. Maybe I feel like my rotation is too big. If it's too big, bring your toes a little bit more in so that when you swing forward, your ankle crease can get a bit soft. And we're going to do a couple more. Yes, Bimbo, you're also going to swing. Good. Perfect. He loves the attention of the camera. Last one. Good. And from there, guys, we're going to keep standing on our feet. And we're going to press on them to send the hands to the floor, sit bones up to the ceiling. Now my heels are going to go out to the side so that I'm in my internal rotation and my knees. Hands go on my knees bent in, relaxing the head, inhaling. As I exhale, I press on the whole sole to let my sit bones stretch up, opening all the back of my sacrum. And again, inhale, bend the knees in. Exhale, press on the whole foot, stretch the back of the sit bones up. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale, whole sole. Give me whole sole on the foot. Beautiful. Last one. Okay. And I'm going to go all the way up, rolling, rolling, rolling. Now, I'm going to finish with a bit of a balance exercise because it's quite fun. So, we're just going to be trying to lift. So we stay nice and parallel. And I want you to just soften a little bit your eyes so you don't have such a straight focus. You're starting to find that softness in the side. And there, you're going to start to pick up one foot off the ground, trying to stay on the other one. And calming your breath as it happens. Imagining your foot that's on the ground is nice and spread like a duck foot. And now I'm going to start to lift my right. Yes, and I can go as high as I want. I'm going to try to grab my right knee and I can put my right foot, trying to keep in balance, on my left thigh. Now, if this is too high, you can also do it a little bit lower. That's completely fine. And from there, I'm just going to try to keep that side front. Bring your hands into your chest. And try to bring the support in both hips. And breathe nice and deep. Now imagine as you're inhaling, your breath goes from your left foot, the one that's on the floor, all the way up to your head. And the exhale goes down through your right foot, or the one that's on top of your leg. So we're starting to create a flow that's bit bi-directional. It happens in both sides of the body.
And it's trying to unify it so that if I am sort of hanging in my hip, I'm trying to pick up this hip and stay as much as I can in both legs. Good. And from there, I'm just going to slowly, slowly, slowly calm in my breath again. Slide my leg down. And I go back to parallel, release my arms. And I'm going to go on the other side. Just noticing from the beginning what's the difference between the side. So I'm sliding my foot up and I grab my left knee and I put it at the height that I want. So if I want it a bit higher, I can bring it higher. If I want it a bit lower. And my hands are on my chest together so I can really feel the connection between the sides. And I'm again inhaling through my right side, lifting the breath from my right foot all the way up to my head. And the breath escapes through my left side, going all the way down to my left foot. Great. And again, inhaling through my right foot, all the flow goes up to my head. Exhaling through my left foot. Beautiful. And I'm staying in that beautiful place of balance. Good. And I'm going to slowly bring my feet back to center. And why not? I'm just going to give myself a nice hug before the night because it's nice and good to get some hugs now that we can't get any hugs. So give yourself a nice heartfelt hug. Good. And see if you can release your voice a little bit. So you're just gonna let the voice release a bit more, just without judging it. Let it go. And stay with that feeling of calm, hopefully ready for shower, dinner, and sleep. So I hope you enjoyed this session. I hope to see you soon around. I didn't really know who I had in here. It was a bit mysterious. I'm sure you cannot give me a comment, and that's why. Don't worry if you can't. I know if you don't have a YouTube account, it's a bit tricky, but still, I hope you enjoyed. If you don't know me, guys, I'm Alba. I'm doing these live free sessions that they're for you guys to be able to move now that you're at home and for us to have a space to share. And I think it's really nice and beautiful to be able to have this space. So please, just subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already, and recommend it if you liked it to anyone you like. And please, let's make this a big community that's moving together, because it is so important for the body to be connected so that we can actually feel much better. So the schedule for next week, I've been saying it in all the sessions, but just in case, is going to be published in the description of the channel. So I'll make sure I'll do it this weekend so that you know what you can do next week and you can check it out. And please join. So next week we're going to have the same kind of sessions. It's just going to be a different sort of setting and maybe different days, but the times will be similar. So hope to see you there. Thank you so much, and wish you a really lovely evening and a good night's sleep. Thank you for being here again, and take care of yourselves.